Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Great, guys. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Something weird happened with my studio there. Sometimes things look like they're really not working, and it wasn't working. So now it is working. Hold on. So welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Yeah, this morning as I pottered around and did different things, I was getting texts and emails from Yi. And so I got one pictures of a lake that somebody swims in the morning, another one of the most beautiful baby, another one of the tribe is doing gale force today. So all these connections and interactions, they bring me joy in my day. So connections spark joy. Yeah, what sparks joy in you? What connection sparks joy in you as you potter through your day? So today we're going to be doing the tray. We're going to be doing some, I think they're called goddess squats, and the wave will happen as well. So sorry about the beginning. I really didn't know if this thing was working. So come, lie on your back, and we shall begin. So landing in, just slowing down for me. When technology doesn't work, I speed up. But because I've been practicing slowing down in my river, I feel like it's really anchoring into my nervous system that I have this slowing down capacity. So just breathing down into your belly, feeling the deep of you in this moment. Just let something soften. For me, my shoulders are dropping backwards. My breath is dropping into my belly and my face is softening. Sinking deeper, breathing longer and slower into the belly. Vaccinating testing. Oh, microphone. Oh, yes. Second. All gone wonky today. Hold on a second. I have to go out and come back in again. Great, I'm back. I had to plug out my microphone to hear the sound, and then I forgot to plug it back in again. So great. So just begin to roll up and down along your spine. And as you roll up and down along your spine, just get a sense of the massaging quality of that contact between your body and the floor. And just feel, as you land into your body, as you settle in, what's the sense of you right now? Nice. One more time. Nice. Pausing on the up and just sway your knees slightly from side to side. And you're not doing anything to hurt your knees or to strain your knees, but you do have a sense of just meeting that which is, meeting the sensations, meeting the textures, noticing what's possible, noticing where you have to make the movement smaller, or you can keep going and make the movement bigger. It's like the analogy I always use, it's like putting your hands in the sink and trying to work out what's in there. So right now try and work out what's in your hips, in your belly, in your pelvis, in your knees, in your ankles. What's the ability, the texture? What is this morning in your legs? Nice. Lower your bum down. Squeeze your right knee up towards you. Hug it in. Pause. And then the other side. Squeeze the left knee up towards you. Hug it in. And lower your foot down. Drop your arms overhead. Have your feet as wide as your mat. And now sway your knees down towards the right and then down towards the left. And for me, there's certain places that are a bit like speed bumps that when I approach them, it's like there's an intensity or a tightness in that place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down as I move. And then a bit like when you're driving a car, the speed bumps are softer and your body softens around the movement. And just feel that. Feeling that sense of massaging through the back of the buttocks. Nice. So then interlock your fingers above your head and drop your knees down towards the right. And then just roll over onto your right shoulder like you're going to bring your nose to the floor. And then roll back so you're landing on the floor again. Roll over, touch your nose to the floor. And then roll back. So we're mobilizing into the rib cage as we do this. We're twisting towards the right with the chest and then twisting away and back to the floor. Nice. Other side, come to lie on your back, drop your knees down towards the left and then twist towards the left with your torso. And then land on the floor. I'm really enjoying this side of waist discovery or inquiry that we're doing. So just feeling that, the deep of the side of your waist. Nice. Come back up to center. So keep your arms overhead and then drop your knees down towards the right, back up to center, and see if you can notice that same feeling of ribs and hips moving. So I'm just dropping down to the right, coming back center. And there's something happening in my pelvis. Actually, bring your ankles together and it's a bit clearer. So bring your ankles together, your knees together, your thighs are touching, and then drop your knees down towards the right. Come back to center. And as my knees drop down, I'm keeping my ankle bones glued together. And I can feel that side of body feeling again. Nice. And then keeping your ankles together, rock down towards the left and feel that same side of rib cage, side of waist, armpit. But now instead of mobilizing the chest like we were doing a moment ago, now we're mobilizing the hips. Nice. So great. Cool. Pull your knees up towards your chest, hug them in, pause there. Cool. Roll all the way over and come up into your cat pose. Hands on the floor, and just rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Rounding your back and arching. Nice. Tuck your toes under, push back into your downward dog. And again, you can modify. You can lean against the wall, you can lean against a table. So your hands are your arms are at a 90-degree angle to your hips. You don't have to have a weight into your hands. Find a way that you do your downward dog, like the way I showed yesterday. Leaning against the wall, draw your hips back. It's just how do you lengthen into the backs of your legs and extend your torso long away from your hips. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. Nice. Come all the way up. And actually, we're all going to do that against the wall. So find a wall and bring your hands to the wall. I wonder what wall I'll use. I'm going to use this wall here. Okay, so bring your hands to the wall and lengthen yourself away so that your arms are in a straight line to your hips, if that's possible. And then bend your knees and straighten your legs. Bend your knees and straighten your legs. Maybe come up onto your toes and then bend your knees. Come up onto your toes and bend your knees. One more time. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees. Nice. So walk your feet a tiny bit closer in and walk your hands down a little bit so you're a little bit more bent. So your knees are bent and you feel the weight of your hands on the floor, on the wall. And then draw your right knee up towards your chest and then stretch your right leg long behind you, reaching it back and long, and push a bit extra into the right hand as you stretch long behind you. Draw your right knee up towards your chest, rounding your back, and then stretch long and strong behind you, lengthening into your leg. Once again, draw your right knee towards you, stretch your right leg long. Nice. And then bend your right knee and draw a circle with your right leg out of the space beside you. And then circle your knee in the other direction. Other side. Draw your left knee up towards you and then stretch your left leg long behind you. Left knee up towards you, long behind. Left knee up towards you. You can lean on a chair if you want here as well. Long behind you. I wonder what that would look like. Hold on. Stay where you are. Stay on the wall if you're on the wall. I love experimenting with these things. Nice. And then you can have your elbows on a chair. Very nice. You can have your hands on a chair. And then, or you can have your hands on the wall. And then draw a circle with your knee out to the side. And then circle in the other direction. So next time I say downward dog, and if you're not using your wrists, then bring your elbows to a chair and do your downward dog off the chair. So downward dog, so if you want to look, downward dog off a chair would be elbows on a chair and then just lean down and forward with your head so it's dropping down towards your arms and your legs are straightening. And that's the way there's no strain into your wrists. Cool. Always adapting, listening, changing. Cool. So come stand on your mat and bring your feet wide. Bring your fingers into tray and then drop your right elbow down, reach your left elbow up. Just feel that really leaning into the side of your body as you go. Nice. Come back to center. We're going to do a different version of this. So bring both palms to face up and then reach the right arm overhead over your ear and reach the left hand towards the right. And then come back. Do it again. Right arm over your ear, left hand towards the right. Come back. And just feel that. They're both reaching deeply. They're both adjusting, adapting, growing in the direction they're reaching in. Nice. Other way. Left hand over your head, right hand towards the left. Left hand over your head, right hand to the left. And again. Nice. And again. Cool. So turn your toes in whatever direction feels good for you. Mine, I want to turn them a little bit out. Now bring both elbows down to my knees. And just feel that in your knees. You know, really use your elbows as support. Really feel that sense of how deeply can I sit my bum down towards the floor here. Nice. Maybe touch one hand to the floor, keeping your elbow on your knee on the other side. Come back. And then the other hand to the floor. If you're sitting on a chair, then have your feet really wide and reach forward towards the floor in front of you. And just do that a few times. Touch the floor. Maybe you're reaching out in front of you, further and further. Maybe just straight forward in front of you is enough for the moment. touch, and touch. Nice, cool. So slowly rolling up, and we're gonna see how this goes for you. So maybe you only do a little bit of a bend. So bend a little bit into your knees or bend a lot into your knees. See what's right for your knees. And then reach your right hand overhead and your left hand towards the right. Come back to center, other side. And so I'm really sitting down deeply into my thighs, but I'm not straining. I'm not thinking about what shape I should do. It's more I'm feeling the sense of my thighs as I travel from one side to the other. Leaning into it. Cool. Come all the way up to stand. So we're going to do elephant in this position. So sweep the right hand across and back behind you. So it's a really different feeling in the front of the right thigh as I do that. And then round my back as I come forward, bend my knees, and then elephant to the other side. And I'm leaning into the hip of the arm that's reaching behind me. Rounding forward, bend my knees, and then it's like spring and lengthen. Fold, lengthen, fold, lengthen. How deeply can you swing down, and then how deeply can you lean back? Really in wellness, what is your shape? What is the movement that creates wellness in you? Really deeply listening. Deeply listening. Super. Come back to center. Do water washing from here. Last one. Turn your toes like a windscreen wiper towards the left. Left elbow comes down. Slide your hand along the floor. Either bring your hand straight in front of your face or rise up a little bit higher into supreme. Come down. Elbow to your knee on the right. Water washing or up higher. And begin to travel from one side to the other. And I'm really enjoying the length of the back leg as I move. That sense of really reaching strong and powerful into that back leg as it stretches, as it connects into the floor. Super. Come to center. Come all the way down onto the floor. And either come into zigzag or pigeon. So bring your left knee forward towards your left hand. And either stretch your right leg long behind you or bend your right knee so you're in zigzag, okay? If you're in pigeon, then your hips are squaring to the front of your mat. You can tuck your back toe under, lengthen your back knee. And just feeling. You can, if you want, lean over that right thigh and dropping your belly down. As always, at all these movements, listen to your knees. Really deeply listen to your knees. Nice. Other side. Bring your right knee forward to your right hand. Either come into zigzag and lean over that right thigh, or come into pigeon and lean over that front thigh. Nice. Sink into it. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. And just roll into your belly. Roll in the other direction. And then just round forward, drop forward. Just pausing there. Sinking forward. As always, don't get stuck, move, wiggle, connect, lean into, find the way movement will create motion or soften and increase the range. So we were doing that earlier in the week. So feel how as you move, you will be able to go deeper. Rigidity doesn't create movement, movement creates movement. So if you're really pulling hard and pulling on your feet to come forward, it's not very good for you. I don't think it's a wholesome movement to create. So how do you create movement with greater range of movement? It's that really deep sense of softening, lengthening, functioning, range of movement. Super, guys. Come lie on your back, all the way down. Land on your back. Pretty sorry about the glitch in the computer in the studio first thing. I don't know why. No idea. So be well, be awesome, be you. Find moments of joy, and thanks so much for the pictures and the connection. It sparks joy in me every day. It's wonderful. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.